How's it going, everyone? This is Daniel. In this video, we are going to be talking about the best penny stock to watch for the month of August. We're going to go over and look at exactly what this company is. We're going to look at the important project this company is working on. We're going to be talking about the fundamentals, the technical analysis. What are some price point levels we need to watch for this company? We're also going to be talking about exactly what to expect for this week when it comes to the overall stock market. We're going to be looking at some important economic data coming out and what kind of price action we can expect from the markets. We have a lot of tariff news coming out soon too. So we're going to be talking about all this important information in this video. So make sure you stay tuned. Now let's get right into the video. So the company that we're going to be talking about is going to be Foremost Clean Energy, ticker symbol FMST, is trading in the NASDAQ. As you can see, it had a phenomenal day to date. It's up 17.62%, and the stock has been performing very well. Year to date, it's up 102.11%. We're going to be talking about in detail why this company is performing very well and definitely be one of those companies to watch out for. So now let's talk about Foremost Clean Energy. As you can see, this is their website, and it says pioneering a clean energy future. So Foremost Clean Energy is a rapidly growing North America uranium exploration holding an option to earn up to a 70% interest in 10 unexplored properties for Denson Mine. So this is a company that is involved in uranium, and they also have a lithium project at varying stages at development right now. So we're going to be going over exactly why this is pretty important for the future of humanity and also AI. So another important thing to watch out for this company also is that this is a company that can definitely benefit as these big companies like Meta and Google, as they expand, as they build multiple data centers to build the best AI, they're going to be needing energy. And one of the most efficient and the cleanest energy is going to be created by nuclear energy. And this company can definitely benefit a lot by providing the resources that's required to build nuclear energy. And one of the important resources is going to be uranium. So this is one of the important things we need to be noticing and be aware about this company. So, and also another important thing is that the administration also signed an executive order May 23, 2025. Trump declared nuclear energy and national security top priority and issued 4 executive orders, and that is pretty massive. And also we have 4.5 million was recently added to FMST's treasury from warrants and options exercise, providing additional capital to advance these massive projects. So that is going to be really important as they expand and do more explorations on uranium. So that is one of the important things to watch out for. As I mentioned, there are a lot of important things that are big projects that these big companies like Amazon, like Meta or Google are doing. And one of the important things that they need to build these data centers and to maintain them, to run them, is going to be energy. And they need one of the most efficient, the cleanest energy, and that's going to be nuclear energy. In order to get nuclear energy, definitely need to have uranium, and this company is positioned to capitalize on that one. And for example, let's look at some of the important projects, like for example, Meta and Amazon are working right now. They have Meta just bought a 1.5 gigawatt for reactor power. That's pretty massive. We have Amazon, which locked down 1,920 megawatts for its AWS data fortress, and also Google was also bidding for a uranium contract that is pretty massive. They're going back and forth. It's still not finalized yet. We also have in May, Google signed an agreement with a nuclear power developer for 3 600 megawatt advanced reactors. So they're definitely wanting to use nuclear energy. So this company is going to be benefiting a lot. So they're going to be doing a lot of uranium exploration, which is going to be pivotal for this massive nuclear energy transformation that we're probably going to be seeing within the next few years. So let's talk about the fundamentals of this company. When you look at the company, its share outstanding right now is 10.42 million. The share of the float is 8.88 million, and insider ownership is sitting at 25.71%. So there's not a lot of shares available of this stock. So if there's a lot of interest in the stock, it can definitely have a massive move to the upside. As you can see, that's why we're seeing this massive rally that happened in May. Right now it's pulling back a little bit. It's consolidating at $2.50 area as a very good support that we're seeing right now. So the key and important price point levels to watch is going to be $2.50 area. If you're somebody that wants to swing trade it, you can risk off of $2.50 area for potential target of above $5, or in the near term we have a $3 price target. You can definitely look into to capitalize. So definitely keep an eye on this stock. As you can see, the stock is performing very, very well, and they are going to be participating, on these important AI energy source competition, and they could definitely be benefiting massively because they're going to be working on massive projects. They could provide uranium for these nuclear reactors, so that's pretty massive for this company. So definitely keep an eye on it. But now let's talk about some important things and some important stocks to watch out for the overall stock market. So now let's talk about what is some important economic data coming out for this upcoming week. What are some important things we need to be watching out for? The main one is going to be, of course, we have tariff news that's coming out left and right. That is going to be one of the important things to watch out for. As you can see over here, last week the market, we had some tariff news and also some job reports that came out that we talked about last week. And in spite of that, the stock market dropped more than 1%. Today we recovered slightly, but we're still going to be getting more tariff news, more deals being announced, and there could be some more uncertainty in the overall stock market. So we definitely have to be aware of that, and that's going to be the main thing that we need to be watching out for this week. But when you look at just some important economic data coming out, we have for tomorrow, we have the Fed Gov, Lisa Cook is going to be speaking. I also have the Boston president, Susan, is also going to be speaking. They might talk about interest rates and etc. because it was really, really shaky. The job reports that came out, they had to revise it a lot, and there's a lot of things that they need to take into consideration because it seems like they have to really cut interest rates because those numbers are not looking good right now. We have on August 7th, we're going to be getting initial jobless claims data for the month of August, so that's going to be really important to watch at. Also, U.S. productivity, U.S. unit labor costs, we have wholesale inventories, we have Atlanta Fed president is also going to be speaking at 10 a.m. It's really important to to see where to gauge these Fed speakers on what they think about what happened last week with the job reports data that came out, which was really important. And also at 3 p.m. we have consumer credit coming up. And then we have on Friday, we have not a lot of data coming out. So this is going to be the most important thing to watch out for the overall stock market. So definitely keep an eye on it. There could be some massive deals being announced or more tariffs being coming out from the White House, and that can definitely shift the market. We also have other important negotiations that's been happening with Russia. The deadline is coming too. So if they come out and they say like, hey, we did not, did do any kind of deal with Russia when it comes to Ukraine, that also could be one of those things to definitely watch out for this week. All of a sudden you might see the stock market dropping 1% or 1.5% in spite of this tariff news that come out, and also this kind of war thing that's coming out with Russia too. So definitely have to be careful on that. But that's going to be for this video, so make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. But I catch you guys on another video. Have a wonderful day.